Okay. Hi everyone. Let me just make sure you guys have all the details over here. Mm. Yeah, let me make sure you guys have all the details. I'm not sure if I actually am live. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. Okay, let me make sure. It's just over here. Just a moment, guys. I'm going to add the link for you guys to participate. Okay. Okay, over here, edit. Yeah, that is the over here. Okay, so this is the first. This is our channel. And I'm going to tap this over here for you guys. Paste. Very good. See, the description. Okay, I think you guys have the description on the video. Okay, and let me also prepare my. All right, over here. Let me. Yeah, very good. I can hear you. All right. All right, all right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to today's live. We are live on YouTube and also we are live on Instagram. Let me just wait for people to come over here watching. If you are watching this now, let me know where you're from. I'm from Brazil, but I'm currently living in the United States. I have been living here since 2016. You could also say 2016. Thank you for being here. So today we are going to talk about the difference between simple past and present perfect. I'm so excited to have you all over here as we will dive into the most common challenges in English grammar. Simple past versus present perfect. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have a good grammar because that is not what is the most important during a conversation. Because I always say that it's about immersion, not perfection. So, but it's good to understand the difference because you're going to know when to use them. When is the time to use your phrases in the past tense, and when is the time to use it in the present perfect. One thing that I must tell you that you definitely use a lot of present perfect all the time. Good afternoon from Turkmenistan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan, maybe. Give a thumbs up if I said it correctly. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my slides with you guys. Let me just make sure it's over here. Just find over here. And I will also share with you guys on Instagram today, okay? But I will encourage you to go on YouTube as well. All right. Let's see over here. All right, is this one. So let me see my screen. Share screen is over here. I'm just see how it's going to be on. Let me see on the screen for you guys. Let me see over here. No, I don't want to pause. Some things I'm actually figuring out. Oops, move down. Just a moment. Technical issues over here. All right, so I'm still there. I need to make it bigger. All right, from Sri Lanka. Oh my goodness. Very good, guys. Welcome. Let me just make sure I am going to put over here for you guys to see it. I'm going to be a little bit smaller over here. And on YouTube, I think I'm okay. Yeah. Oh, one participant. I don't want to hide the meeting. Just a moment, guys. It's because I'm just having technical issues over here. Sorry about that. Um, let's see if I'm able to go back. My screen. Oh no. Oh, okay, I think, yeah, I I just did something that wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, let's go back again. Oh man. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I guess we are fine now. So for those who don't know me, I am Maria Fielding, and I'm from Brazil, and I have been living in the United States since 2016, or as I said before, since 2016. It's been a couple of years already, and when I got to the United States, when I first arrived here in the United States, I didn't know English. I felt lost. It was really, really hard because I it was awful. So I just felt I just wanted to understand people and also to um, to communicate in English, and it wasn't possible because I was totally lost at that time. And I don't know why, but it looks like I'm out over here on YouTube. Let me see over here. And I want to actually go back to my back over here. Oh man, it's been a little harder to do this over here. Sorry about that, guys. Hi, everyone. Oh, let me share my screen again. And I don't want that. I want this back. Yes. I think now is good. Where's the screen? Share, share, screen, and share. Looks like I'm sharing it, but it's not working the way that I want. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue. Oops. All right. So, and then you can see over here on the screen that I'm talking a little bit about myself. So I'm from Brazil, so I'm a Brazilian, and also I'm now a content creator, although I have also my real job. I work for the federal government. And I share a lot of practical English because once I understood and I learned English, I wanted to help everyone else because I feel that it's really important to know English. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to pronounce everything, correctly because it's your second language, it's my second language, but you have just to feel comfortable speaking in English. And over here, let me choose the other access over here. Is over here. So as I said, we are talking about the difference between simple past and present perfect. And it's like you have to understand, the key difference between these tenses because you use it all the time. We are going to break down, the examples to make it better for you guys to understand it. And then in the end, I will invite you guys to go on the Zoom for us to participate together, okay, to do it together. So as you see over here on the screen, simple past, you use the verb plus ed, okay, or irregular verbs, irregular forms. So let's see, you have the verb that is visit, for example, and you're using in the past, you're going to add the ed. So you're going to say visited. So you're going to say this ed. And for the simple past, uh, it will be used to show a finished past action. So it's going to indicate when it occurred, okay? And now the present perfect, you're going to use have or has. So for the third person, she, he, or it has, you're going to use has. And then you're going to use the past participle, which is that if you, when you start learning, I don't know if you guys have downloaded the verbs, like the present perfect, and then the past participle is the third column over there. So that are those are the verbs that you guys are going to use to make the present perfect, because the present perfect shows a finished past action but does not indicate when it occurred. Okay, so when is the past? Yes, you know when actually that happened. But in the present perfect, you don't know. It's somewhere, in the past, but you don't know when it happened. All right. So let me just get over here some of other notes over here. So simple past, you use the verb plus the ed, and then is a action, that past action that has finished it. And then present perfect, you don't know when actually this happened, the action happened. So these are the key differences, okay? Now, when we are talking about simple past, I said that it's like you know when the action happened. And an example over here, I'm going to also show you guys over here, is I graduated from college 2 months ago. So you know when that happened. So you graduated 2 months ago from college. Now, the present perfect, it doesn't does not include when. You don't know when that happened. Okay, so the example over here would be I have already started my new job. Notice that you see the have, in this case is have because it's the first person. I have already started my new job. And then the started is in the past participle. Some of the verbs in the past participle are the same as in the past tense, okay? If they are regular. All right, so this is the key differences still. And then let me go to next one over here, which is to give like the time markers for you, the time markers. As you can see, to form a phrase in the simple past, you are going to use some, like there are some keywords, all right? So that we call time markers. So yesterday, because you know when the action happened. So you're gonna say yesterday, the day before yesterday, last week, last month, last year. So you know when the action happened. Because you know when is like joining two past actions. And for the present perfect, first of all, there's no specific time marker. But however, you can use already, yet, never, ever, still, recently, lately. So you can use these time markers on your present perfect phrases. Okay, if you are understanding this lesson, give thumbs up, thumbs up over there, okay? So we're gonna see more examples, okay, of simple past and present perfect. So the first example is she read that book last month. Okay, so this is just for you guys to see that we are using the time markers. But now the verb over here is in the past tense, read, read. She read. I read, so if it is in the present, I read that book. Or I read, actually, you can say that book, but I read that book if it is not closer to you, but I read this book every time. Let's say this would be in present. I read this book or this book every day before bedtime, you know. Now, in this case, is read, and this is in the third person. She read that book last month, just for you to understand the time marker, last month. He went on a cruise last year. Now, okay, so you could ask. So if I don't say the last year, would that be okay? Well, I would say yes. It would be okay. We went on a cruise. But it's always good to have the time marker because you already are using the the word, the verb in the past tense. So we went on a cruise. Now the person who is listening to you may ask more questions. Or when did you go on a cruise? And then you're gonna say, oh, we went on a cruise last year. You see? Oh, thank you. One person said, I made sense. Okay, very good. And then this is for the simple past. Now for the present perfect. So first of all, you have to use the have or has for the third person, he, she, or it. And then you're going to use the verb in the past participle. And you can use those that are not exactly time markers, but you could like, because you don't have like specific time markers on a present perfect phrase. So there are just some words that give you the will give you the clue, to understand that is in the present perfect. In this case, this phrase over here, she has already read that book. So we have already there. Oh, also, and one thing that I want you to understand is that we have contractions for the present perfect. So that's why if I say I have already eaten in the earlier, or I have already eaten today. So I could say I have already eaten today, or I could say I've already eaten. You see? So you can use the contraction as well. The second example is he's, I actually did that over here. He's never been on a cruise. So this S with the apostrophe over there is the has. He has never been on a cruise. He's never been on a cruise. So you just elongate a little bit. He's never been on a cruise. That means he has never been on a cruise. All right, so it's the present perfect. You don't know actually the time when, oh, he has, he's just saying he has never been. So that means maybe in the future he will go on a cruise, but until now he has never been on a cruise. I haven't spoken to her lately. I haven't spoken to her lately. You see, if you say it faster, it gives a little bit, like I would say I haven't spoken to her lately. I haven't spoken to her lately. So just for you to see that this lately, it's kind of the time marker for the present perfect. Although, as I said, no time marker is needed for a present perfect sentence. Okay, so let's go to the next one over here. Oh, is already the practice? Huh, I thought we had another one. Let me just see where. Oh, I actually, okay, so I prepared a couple of more. Oh no, it's already the exercises. Okay, well, we could just like emphasize the differences between the two tenses, simple past versus present perfect, because I want you guys to leave this live today and understand, everything about these two tenses, because there are other tenses that I will come over here to explain it in the best way as possible to you guys. But today I want you guys to really understand the difference between simple past and present perfect. Now, when you are speaking in English, of course you're not going to remember, oh, I need to use the present perfect now or the simple past. Because I'm probably you are not going to have that time, to think about it. You're just going to start using the sentences, So if it is something that you did yesterday or last month or the day before yesterday, you are going to use the past tense, the simple past. But now, which is past tense as well. But now, if you are going to talk about something that you don't have in a specific time, there is the time to use the present perfect. All right? So let's now do some exercises, okay? I want you guys, so I have everything over here. There are 9 exercises over here. Let me see if you guys are going to be able to see. Over here. And if you are watching this now, or if you are watching this later today or at another time, write in the comments the answer for these questions, for these sentences. Actually, it's not a question. These are sentences. So we are going to do it together, and now it's the time. If you, let me see if I have someone here on a Zoom on a Zoom meeting. Just a moment. I actually don't have anyone right now. So what I did this time, I provided the Zoom link, and if someone wants to participate on this lesson live, you just click on the Zoom link, and I would see the person over here, and also would go on YouTube as well. Let me just see over here if you guys are doing it. Went. Okay, went is number 2, right? That you are saying? Oops. I'm gonna give you a couple of I have watched your live on Facebook before. Yeah, I have watched. Very good. I have watched your live on Facebook before. Yeah, it's not, you're not saying when you watch it, you watched it, but you just saying that at some point in the past you have watched it. Very good. Your live on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is correct. So take a screen print if you are on Instagram, and if you want, also you can participate. I will bring you over here to answer the first question, the first sentence, to fill in the gap, or the blanks, actually, to fill in the blanks. Okay, so who is going to come then? And next time, please, I'll come over here, of course, but also on YouTube, you can participate on our lives. So what is the first one? And then blank. The verb is buy a new laptop yesterday. One thing that is so funny is that, so I'm Brazilian, right? And we Brazilians, we tend to add vowels in many words. So you'd hear Brazilians saying, instead of laptop, because it's like the silent P, laptop, laptop. But Brazilians, a lot of Brazilians would say, um, in this case, oh, you guys are already saying correctly. In blank, I bought, very good, I bought a new laptop. So you would, I don't know, somehow we Brazilians, we have this, you know, it's crazy, but the correct pronunciation is laptop, laptop. And also for Instagram, Facebook, I laugh with my husband. And oh, by the way, he is not over here because he has a meeting. He will be here soon on our podcast. We are on Apple Podcasts, on Podbean, and also on Spotify. So go there. We are bringing a lot of, I would say, life situation, like situations where different cultural differences and many other things. All right, so bought, very good. And then number 2, Fatima, very good, went. So and then the verb is go to Australia 3 months ago. So I went to Australia 3 months ago. Another thing that is this 3 months ago is like the th that really, sucks a little bit to pronounce it, because you have to place your tongue between your teeth. So months, and then also 3 months. It's crazy, right? What is the way that English is crazy. All right, so wrote, yeah, wrote, let me go to the number 3. Number 3 would be we walked. Very good. We walked around our neighborhood last weekend. Awesome, guys. Wow, you guys are amazing. Number 4, I and then blank write my report yesterday because it's talking about we have like the time marker over there yesterday, so past tense. I wrote. Very good. I wrote my report yesterday. Very good. And then what else? Walked. I said that. Thank you. And 5 has. Okay, the 5. Yeah, the 5 is a little tricky because remember, my doctor still and then blank not give me the results. So the doctor is the third person, right? Is he, right? So in this case, not give me the results. So this case, you have to use the present perfect. Yeah, has not given. Very good. Awesome. Wow, guys. So has not given because the past participle of the verb give, to give, is given. And then, very good. Now the number 6. Number 6, she not drive to work last Monday. So what is the blank there? What is the correct verb over there? What you're gonna say? Yeah, didn't. Very good. Didn't. But you cannot forget the verb, right? Didn't or did not drive. When you use the did, the verb continues the same. All right, so she did not drive to work last Monday. Very good. She did not or didn't. Very good. If you want to use it in as a contraction, so you'd be didn't. She didn't drive to work last Monday. Very good. Now, number 7. Very good. Number 7. Let me see if someone already has answered number 7. Number 7, he has never, look at that. This is the time marker, right? For the present perfect, right? So he has never, right? Oh, actually, in this case, I already gave. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, but yeah, I gave the has never. It's supposed to be blank for the has and then never and then study. So he has never, and then the past participle of the verb study is studied. So he has never studied another language. And number 8, 2 blanks in this case. And then you do your homework last night. This is a question and is also to use yeah, this one would be just the past tense. All right, so what would be that, guys? Let me see. Didn't, did not. Ah, yes, very good. Did you do your homework last night? Now, if it was like, let's say right now, if let's say I'm with Thomas and then let's say, Thomas, have you done your homework? You see, I'm not using anything related to the past, just asking him. No. And then it would be the present perfect. But in this case is did you, because I have the time marker over there last night. So he's going, we have to use the past tense. Did you do? And again, when you use the did, your verb it stays the same. You don't need to conjugate the verb. So did you do your homework last night? Very good. Now, number 9, they, then blank, not feed their dogs yet. So we have yet over there. Somebody wants to come. Let me see. Sorry, I haven't seen you. Yes. Awesome. They have not fed, right, their dogs yet. Yeah, the person is not coming. Okay. I thought somebody wanted to join and then, yeah, you are right. Jameson Guimarães have not fed. Very good. Thank you for being here, by the way. All right, guys. So now the next one would be with all the answers, but you guys did such a let me see over here. Oops. Sorry about. Oh, did I actually? Oh man, did I left? Oh, I see. I said did I? But did I leave? Did I leave? Am I? Yeah. Have I left? It's like I would say, have I left? Oh man, something happened over here on Instagram. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like sorry guys, I think I left for a moment and I even made a huge mistake, grammar mistake, because I said, oh, did I, in this case would be, did I leave the live session, right? I just, without thinking much, because we do that a lot. I just said, did I left? And it's not correct, grammarly correct. Is it did I leave or have I left the section, the live section? See, we are always learning, guys, every day. All right, so I don't know how we're gonna do because I left this live section and then, oh yeah, actually it's not this one. We are going to go back to this over here. So these are the answers, okay? And you guys did a great job. Let me just see if I have no comment. Yeah. So these are the answers. I bought a new laptop yesterday. I went to Australia. So if you want to participate, you can also come in over here on Instagram or also on our YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed to our channel on YouTube, please, I would be happy to have you guys there as well, because we are planning to go live there more often with lessons and then just conversation, ways to make you guys, to help you guys, practice your English, especially if you are not living in a English spoken country. So it's really hard. I know because when I was in Brazil, I did have English classes, at high school and in schools, but I wasn't fluent in English because you just have like that 1 or 2 hours per week of English, and then you go home, you have everything in Portuguese again, everything your native language, so it's really hard. It's so hard. I so one tip that I give to many people, and I will give to you guys again if I have not given, is that you need to bring, the language, the culture to your environment, wherever you are. So it's like you have to immerse yourself to the language, to the culture, because it's not enough just like 15 minutes, or 2 hours per week. It's not enough. You have to make sure your cell phones are in the settings, in the English settings, your computer, and then you watch movies in English. Okay, somebody wants to come over here. Let me see if he can. Um, and if you want to also participate on YouTube, as I said, we have the link over there for you guys to practice your English. Oh, I don't think they can. Okay, I don't think it's going to be possible today. So that's why it's better on YouTube, because you can just click the link and then you are on a Zoom call with me. So right now we don't have anyone there, but I will keep inviting you guys to participate on our next lesson. Thank you. One person said, "I love your English lessons." Thank you. I'm trying, my best to make sure you guys understand and practice your English as well. Because once you become fluent in English, it feels so. It's actually I cannot even explain the feeling, because it's the best feeling ever. Because even though yes, you are going and you make mistakes like I do all the time, you make mistakes along the way, but it's so good to say, what you actually are thinking, what your feelings in English. Although sometimes it's really hard to express, yourself in another language. It's good to just go back to the language. But if you are learning, um, it's the feeling, of becoming fluent in English is really, really good. And it opens, many, many doors. You can do many things. You can travel, you can have a better job. So it's so many good things that happen when you are fluent in English. Now, over here, I wrote this one over here because we don't need to have time markers, okay, in every sentence, if the context is clear, okay? So, for example, over here, I graduated from college 2 months ago. I started looking for work right away. I applied for jobs, but I didn't hear back from anyone. Luckily, I finally got a job last week. So as you can see, you don't need to use, a time marker in every sentence. Because if you already started in one, let's say, if you started in the past, so pretty much you just continue, just in the past. So you are going to be understood because your sentence, the context will dictate, that you are in using the past tense. Did that make sense? Does it make sense for you guys? So for those who are joining now, we are talking about the difference between past tense or simple past and present perfect. Okay, let me choose another one now over here. Okay, so this would be the wrap up. So we are going just a short recap, of the key differences, of present, simple past, and present perfect. Pretty much the key difference is that the simple past, you connect to when the action happened. So you know when the action happened. But with present perfect, you don't know when the action happened, because it doesn't have, a time marker. It gives you some clues, of the action, like I said, like you can use for the present perfect already, yet. You can use never, ever, still, recently, lately. And for the simple past, you're going to use yesterday, the day before yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or ago. So, for example, I came to the United States I think it's 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I would say, like I came to the United States, I would say, in this 8 years ago, or I have been to the United States since 2016. I've been, so the been is the be, so is the past participle of the verb be. I've been learning English since 2016 as well. Yeah, so that's the way. And I would say the best tip is that you have to practice regularly to master these not just these two tenses, but also to master your English, because if you don't bring, like I said before, if you don't bring the language to your environment, your daily routine. That's why I talk a lot about daily routine, because it's the way that you learn it. Otherwise, it's harder to actually keep up, like with the learning process if you just do it for a few minutes and then you go back to your native language, you know? So change your environment, use more English, now. Oh my gosh, but I don't have anyone to talk to. So now I'm opening this space over here for you guys to practice with me as well. So next time, because we are close to the end over here, but if you want to participate again, I'll be providing the link, the Zoom link for you guys to go live with me on YouTube. Okay. And I was a little bit earlier on Zoom, so just to see if someone was already there, but nobody was there today, but no problem. So I'll be here next Wednesday as well. Okay. So practice regularly your English, all these tenses, because that's the way that you're going to master English and you're going to feel really good about yourself. Okay. And one thing I always, let me see over here, feeling learning house. Okay. Let me just see over here. I don't want this. One thing that I always say, that it's about immersion, not perfection. Because this actually made me not become fluent, in like really faster when I came to the United States, because I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to say everything perfectly. Come on. It's my second language. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't think like that, because you are going to, I'm gonna call them. You are going to, somebody was calling me. So since it's your second language, it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. And we honestly, we make mistakes even in our native language. Imagine in another language. So you should feel proud of yourself. I feel proud of myself to now be able to help you all to learn English the same way as I did. But again, it's not going to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay? So if you liked this video, please give thumbs up, write in the comments all the sentences using the correct verb, okay? If it is in the past, use the past tense. If it is in the phrase should be in the present perfect, use the present perfect verb as well. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all over here, and I'll be back soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.